Okay guys, I'm actually using the old camera for this because I tried recording the previous take using the HD camera, but there was just some things that it just couldn't do that I love that this camera could do, like being able to use macro and I can zoom in and out and it would still have like the same quality, um, and stuff like that. I love the quality, the video quality of the HD camera, but it's just I need that macro because I need to show you guys the pieces and details for the build videos. So therefore I'm gonna stick with using this old camera here. Sometimes new isn't always the best thing, and at the same time it isn't even my camera. If it was my camera, I'd make sure that I would be able to do such things like be able to zoom in and out and still have like a very consistent quality so you guys can see every single detail. But anyway, for now, this is going to be a short video because I didn't really do much at all for the past 2 weeks that I haven't shown you guys anything. But I will share with you guys what I have planned, finalized plan for this mobile suit with this model kit. Um, but anyway, I decided to add some grays. I'm gonna panel line this guy gray. Um, uh, but I've also did something which I need to show you guys and together. It has something to do with me using clear orange. But for now, I went ahead and added. See, I love that I could do that. I went ahead and added grays uh, where it would seem to be inner frame exposed, like such as this. I don't even know how much of that is even going to show, and it does look awkward right now because it's completely uneven coat. But like I said, I don't know how much of it is even going to show because yellow pieces are going to end up covering it there and there. Um, but I really wanted to make sure that the slightest detail like that would show. Also, I graded that little dot there where normally it's just the same color as this, but I kind of graded. I was thinking of doing the silver plate, but I think that would have kind of made it a little bit out of place. Um, if I were to use silver plate, I'd use it elsewhere, which I will show you guys where in a second. This is the front piece, and now this is the back piece to that, and then I added gray there. So this is all already painted and cleaned up so that it's in good looking condition. So that's gray in those two gaps there, which you kind of can't see because it's a little too bright, but yeah. Here as well, this is a piece that you barely can ever see on any of the pictures, so it's hard for me to decide whether to do any kind of touch-ups here. This here though, I cannot imagine vents to be purple, so I want to get the silver plate marker, milk that of its paint, and use a fine tip brush and detail these, because I'm not just gonna apply the Gundam marker on these two pieces, because if you look at it this way, okay, yeah, it's silver plate, but when you look at it that way at an angle, oh, it's still purple. So I want to make sure I get in like in the deeper areas too, just to make sure that every single detail is filled in. Now here though, I had to do that gray because it was just asking to be painted gray. Like I said, I'm not sure how much of this actually shows, but you know, just to add a little bit more to it. So yeah. Now this piece, the color piece, I'm not going to panel line it. I'm going to let it. I'm going to let those deep panel lines do the natural panel lining using the shadows and things. Here as well, it is panel lined on the photos, but pieces like these never, the way I panel line, it never really stays unless I clear coat it, and I don't have any clear coats. So until I get clear coat, I won't panel line this piece at all. And I'm just gonna let the natural panel lines just do the work with the shadows and all. So it looks okay. You know, just kind of following the same theme, the same running theme as I did with the Quanta. The Quanta I didn't fully panel line at all either. I panel lined some things, but not all the way. This is a back piece that goes such as this, I believe, something like that. And yeah, that's the back piece. The front piece, not much except this red piece that goes in front. So there wasn't any areas I could find that I could add some gray detail, and nothing that I could tell from looking at the pictures, which is why I decided to add gray on that center piece there. This here, These two are thrusters, which are very visible on the model kit, even in the promotional shots. And I'm not going to leave those gray. I still am not sure what color to paint those. I'm thinking of going for yellow, since it's very GN condenser like. So thinking about yellow for that. But it's going to be really hard because I'm using a it's a darker base color. It might take a few coats. Yeah, this piece goes in the back, so I'm not going to touch up anything on that. Now, oh, my back. These other pieces in the parts trees, which, you know, they all require gray, I'm just going to use gray instead of black like you see on some parts of the model kit. And also these holes, which are, you know, the holes are common. These circles are common all throughout the design. So what I want to do is, the way it looks like is, there is molded, I guess a rivet, and then around it there's like an area where you can actually panel line. So for that area, I'm gonna use a panel line wash using chrome silver to make it different, to make sure that this is very, you know, alien-like. Using silver panel line was something that I wanted to do originally, but I didn't think of this until actually saw the pieces and applied the paint. I was like, you know, I think it would be cool if I had silver panel lines in the circles. So that way they're not just rivets, but they're kind of like alien-ish rivets, kind of, if that makes sense. Just something in my crazy mind that's thought up. And I'm going to do the same thing on the shoulders. These are the shoulder pieces. I'm definitely going to add some grays here and there. I think there are some required grays that you need to add on the shoulder pieces anyway. And that's that. I'm just waiting for these single layer coats to dry up, and then I'll add some more. Now, of course, I'm going to clean that up. These are the side skirts, very huge gray pieces, so I really need to make sure I get some clear coat before I can finish this kit, because if I don't, then they're going to look uneven like that. And the good thing about using clear coats is that they can even paint out. So that's that for those pieces. Now, the actual pieces I really took the time to paint extra. The clear pieces, I thought about the idea that since the Raphael is the different Gundam, uh, not only am I going to do those silver panel lines and the rivets and stuff, you know, that's already different enough, and I think that's what will make my kit unique. I also thought about, well, it's got 3 drives. Two that are GN Tau drives, which, to my understanding, emit orange. This might not be accurate at all. I don't know how accurate it is. It's just kind of something I was elaborating on. But if the GN drives were taken from Gadessa and Garazo, which the 2 mobile suits, their GN drives emitted orange particles, I figured I'd use clear orange on the clear pieces rather than clear green. I'm also not sure, because I haven't seen the movie and I can't really get a good glimpse of the Raphael in the trailers and things, of and I also didn't bother to ask anyone, which I should have. I don't know if the Raphael emits green GN particles, red GN particles, or orange GN particles. So I picked the best looking, in my opinion, what would match with the gray on the CeraV2 backpack, and just the overall purpleness of Raphael, so I went with clear orange. So for the stand, which I won't even use at all, I semi-painted clear orange. When I mean semi-painted, you can see in the middle it's not painted at all, but on these the edges I did paint with clear orange. This one as well. Now the other pieces that go on this side I also painted clear orange. They're on the backpack right now. Let me... Oh, I love that feature. I missed it, so it's really dusty. Okay, so there you go. The GN big claws with the clear orange effect rather than just clear. You know, it made sense because they're close to the GN drives. So let me kind of pan out a little bit so you can get a better impression. So yeah, I personally, I think that looks pretty decent. I'm honestly not going to use this so much, but, you know, just as a nice little feature, to show it off, you know, I think it would be pretty nice to have it clear orange rather than just clear or clear green. Because I think clear green is just a little bit too common, and since Raphael is supposed to be the different one, you know, it was either clear red or clear orange, and I thought clear orange was a more attractive, appealing color to my eyes, so therefore I chose clear orange. Yep. And that is yeah, that's where I am with Raphael. I'm getting a little less lazy to build, so hopefully I can get more things done. I did mention that I got a new spray can spray can of what was it? I keep forgetting. Krylon Primer Gray, which is a very nice gray. Something I would really use for, you know, if I wanted to fully paint an inner frame rather than leave it the Bandai gray. It's actually very close. Well, it appears to be close on the can, but I haven't really sprayed it, and usually, sometimes, not usually, but sometimes the color that actually comes out of the can is different from the color that shows on the cap of the spray can itself. But does that mean I'm going to apply it to the CeraVe 2 right away? Probably not. I just want to make sure I got a gray like that in case I come across a project where I want to get like a Delta Plus or a Rizel that I wanted to paint in gray rather than that blue that it comes in. Just a nice color to have, because I don't know when good old gray Gundam marker is going to die out. I've been on YouTube for 2 years, and it's the same gray Gundam marker that I've been using ever since then. It's awesome. But anyway, that's it, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.